What's up, everybody? This is Red Element coming at you from the Redstone testing world again, and we've got another Ask Reddit. Let's hop over to Reddit and take a look at what they had going on. So this was the basic question: can they simplify this redstone circuit? And it looks like, and from what his description is, that he has water wall coming from droppers, basic mob farm stuff. He wants 2 minutes of dry time, and then he wants 10 seconds of water flow, and then repeat. And what he did is pretty clever. So what he came up with was 2 different etho timers, going to T flip-flops, and he's got this basic redstone circuit here outputting to some dust. And this is what I came up with. It's still 2 etho timers, obviously, but this timer is on a quick reset. And this obviously isn't 2 minutes of dry time. I have this cut down for demonstration purposes. But once that timer has run its course, it will come over here to this timer, which will then quick reset itself. And then once that piston fires, you have your dry time. I'll include a full material list down in the description below. It's considerably more compact. It could be compacted more. I'm sure this etho hopper could be moved more in line with this one, and then with some, finagling of the redstone, it could be compacted down to kind of thin it out some, but this way is much easier to see what's going on. You can pretty much build this thing from the site alone. There's not much that's hidden. Just for the sake of anybody out there who doesn't really want to try to replicate this on their own and then play with it, I will go ahead and do a block by block. Alright, so we're going to build this over here a little ways. And the first thing I'm going to build, just so I can clear up an inventory spot, is this right here. Now, what this circuit is a quick reset timer. I got this from a YouTuber called Toasted Baby, and I'll put a link to the video I found it in. The only difference is I did cut down a block and a piece of redstone they have here. It works without it. That way, this thing does only have a 2 high build height. We'll start with the dropper here, which will go into a hopper. Then we're going to have a block on top of it and a block here, redstone torch there, and then we're going to drop 1 item in there. Then you're going to have a comparator output from there. Then you're going to have a comparator here. This is going to be the hopper timer. And as with any etho hopper timer, you have your 2 hoppers facing each other. We're going to put a piston here and another one here. Our redstone block, a comparator going into a block, and a redstone torch. Now you're going to actually take your output from this whole system off of this hopper right here, just like that. And in the other system I'm using over there, I have an observer facing into it, so this way with the redstone output going out, that's going into a block. And I'm going to borrow this dispenser here with the water bucket in it, like that, and you'll have your water bucket in it. Alright, so this is the whole quick reset system and the water flusher. Now you can obviously have this just go to whatever output you need, but for demonstration purposes, that's why this is here. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to build our other etho hopper timer, this one right here, which is going to be his 2-minute timer. And to do that, we're going to have a block here, piece of redstone dust there. I'm going to grab a repeater. One small correction too that I forgot about here, you're going to need to have this repeater on 2 ticks. Alright, now we're going to build our next hopper timer. So you're going to have a hopper there and one here, both of those facing into each other. You're going to have your comparators reading those 2, going into blocks. Redstone dust on those. Sticky pistons facing into there, like so. block of redstone, and an observer facing into it. Now that's basically the entirety of the build there. That's all the building you got to do, and I get that it's a lot faster in creative mode, but still, very short build. If you need a way to cut this off, you can power this block. Now, as far as timing, usually you're only pulling from one side of this. So for 2 minutes, you would have 2 stacks plus 23 blocks in these hoppers here. But this is going to power this whole section here twice as often. So you actually needed to be a full 2 minutes in one direction. So you can actually double that. You're going to have 4 stacks plus 46 for 2 minutes. So 4 stacks plus 46. So doing this will give you 2 minutes in each direction. Now for this quick reset, if you were going to do 10 seconds like the poster wanted, then you would have 23 blocks. But you're only going to want 12. 12 is give you 24, so it's slightly more than 10 seconds. But what happens is this is going to be powered for twice as long as a normal. So whereas this one here is powering twice, this one is powering twice as long. So these 12 blocks will shift to this hopper, and as soon as the first block hits, this powers this circuit, which will release the water. Then the 12 will fill this hopper and then drain back this way. So this circuit is going to stay powered until the 12 have finished draining. So you get a total block count of 24 before this actually cycles. So that does give you your time length. That's all you really need. There's probably more simple mob flushers out there, but hopefully this one is compact enough that they can use it in theirs. There's no reason they can't use their current one because it's working. And as with anything, if what you're doing is working, then it's right. They just asked if there was a way to compact it, make it a little cheaper. This is my take on it. Maybe others out there have an even better way. I'm sure there are smarter people than me that can do that with less blocks and an easier system. That's going to do it for this latest Ask Reddit. I hope this helps out the original poster and maybe somebody else out there. I think this one's pretty cool, so if you do use this one in your world, then, you know, just shoot me a message down in the comments. I'd like to see it in the wild if I can. So I always enjoy seeing anything that people have built out and about. But hopefully this helps, and have a good one. Later. Going on, and let's take a look at what they were talking about real quick. Okay. You can actually power...